out of him if you ask for it. If you just ask how it is for you, and he is so unused to revealing himself, it's not going to give him enough cues to know what to do. But if you can ask him more specifically, something such as, let me be you for a moment. So I am curious to know, is there, when I tell you that I'm shaky, does that in any way create a softening in you towards me?
A softening?
Does it feel easier for you to tell me what's going on inside of you?
Well, like I said, I would like to do something with you. Yeah.
So at this point, I have a sense that there is kind of like a big choice that you need to make inside. Clearly, you've chosen to have a relationship with someone who doesn't express much about himself. Mm-hmm. And this may be as far as he could go in this moment. Is this enough for you? Can you live with it? Can you hear the desire through this sufficiently to satisfy yourself to do something with him? Or do you want more? If you want more, you will need to ask for it to go even more into your vulnerability. And that's the choice that you're left with. Wondering what's going on inside of you as you contemplate that.
When I hear that, it feels like, given that it's so unusual for him to express anything, what he just gave me, even though it wasn't exactly what I wanted,
it was a big gift.
It was a big gift, yeah.
So tell him that. And then you can be done with this conversation. If you just share with him how much of a gift it was, because that will encourage him to do it more.
Okay. So I'm still shaky as we're talking, because this is not easy for me to express. I just want you to know that when you just told me that you would like that too, it felt like a really big gift that you gave me.
Okay.
Thank you for that.
Yeah. Have a nice class.
Thanks. It's much easier to go with that kind of energy, with you sending me off and supporting me.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about doing something when you come back.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you. Would you like to give it a try now?
I could give it a try. Yes.
Going from the top?
Yeah.
Okay. Because one of the things that I like to bring across in this show is that any kind of situation can be addressed from either side of the conflict. Nobody's right or wrong. Nobody is a victim to anybody else. Anytime you wake up, whichever situation you're in, you can try to transform it by changing how you face it, changing how you hear the other person in particular, and changing how you express yourself. So let's start.
Okay. So, you're going to your dance class again?
Yeah, it's the dance class that I asked you to come with me to, and you didn't want to do it.
Yeah. Are you disappointed that I said no? Is that true?
Yeah, I'm disappointed. I'm very disappointed.
You look surprised that I'm asking you that.
I'm totally surprised. You don't ever ask me anything that's going on for me. It's usually just about you.
Yeah, I've been watching some stuff about communication on YouTube, and I'm just trying to be more interested in what's going on with you. So, how is that for you to hear me tell you that?
I'm still surprised, and when you said the whole thing, I was actually touched. It was like, wow, what's going on with you?
Yeah. And I could tell you what's going on with me too, if you want.
That would be great.
I'm a bit worried about you getting so close with other men at the class. It's a little bit I don't like it very much. It's not very familiar, and it's not very secure feeling.
And what would you like from her as you say this?
Oh yeah. And so I want to know how you feel hearing me tell you that.
Again, I feel moved that you would show so much of you to me in a situation that's difficult for you.
And how do you feel about the fact that I'm not very comfortable with it?
I would like to find a way for me to be able to do the dance that I love so much and for you to be comfortable.
Okay. Do you have any ideas what that would be?
Yes.
Can we pause for a second? Because I had a sense looking at you that this was like a big gulp for you. Like, okay, I've looked at that YouTube and I have some skills, but this is a biggie. How do I handle this? Was there something like that going on? So let's pause for a moment.
I thought she'd just stop going to the class or something. It'd be nice and simple.
Yes, it's so often happens that we think that just because we learn something new and we make a request, then the other person will obviously say yes. First of all, you never did make that request.
It's true. But I said I was uncomfortable. That should be enough, right?
We all think that just saying that what we don't like will automatically make it clear to the other person what we want from them.
Right.
It doesn't. And even when we ask, the whole point of making a request is that they might say no. So I'm guessing that working out this situation might require more, and I'd like to leave it here, but I want to check with you first. How happy are you with the results of trying out this new approach?
I got a sense of how pleasing it would be, at the very least, to be met with surprise at something that I'm saying, given that that's not what normally I would get met with. You know, normally it's the same old thing, and so there was something nice about that for me.
Yeah, there is kind of like we have like 5 or 6 scripts of how we do conversation with our partner, and all the conversations are going through one of those 5 scripts, and suddenly we're out of the script, which was very evident looking at your eyes. It's like, what's going on here?
Yeah, that's what it felt like.
So this is something that you can create in your relationship, is this kind of complete sense of difference from the familiar by trying out this combination of revealing yourself and hearing what's going on for the other person. Thank you. Anything else that you want to say before we close this one?
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's take a break and then we'll come back to our next scenario.
I am craving flying with the raven, 'cause she takes me between the two worlds. She's got me